Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell taking it deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Recon, 132 fighter. Patch it. Hey, orbit. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Howell, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Set, ready, 30 base.
54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On the ball. Ready.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Mecole Hardman taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miller throwing on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fleming. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Miller now operating from the gun. And finding Davis here, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Watch the call. Watch the call.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Miller on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blatant.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a big loss is here as he's taken down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, Tucson. Yeah, I got you. Shift. Kill.
Now Miller on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Go. Snap.
Now they try the right side here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Howell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off-play action. Howell taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Hey, Team 6. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Powell. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
50, plant.
54, Mike, 54. Here we go, D. Chance.
Be trip.
Throwing on first down. Powell. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nicole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Go! Motion. Reset.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
They've got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. He don't know no better.
Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the Lions punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On third down, Powell. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Pick, baby. Good stuff. Keep doing that.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 36.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Gotta do better. Come on,
On 3rd and 2, Powell. He wants it all for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. The try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Again, it's Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha. Tim's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready.
Looking to throw. Miller. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Miller got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Miller now operating from the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Let's go. Let's do it.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Back to throw. Miller.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 2nd down now. Mixon. And some room to run now. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Miller got his man complete over the middle. It's Fleming. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Miller. Throwing on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
3 down. Check out. You're out.
Back to throw. Miller. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
In your face.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
He's coming. Go on. He's coming. Double up. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Exit. Corner's Mike. I got you. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Let's switch the mic right now. Ready.
Now Miller throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Howell got a man open. It's Ross. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
We go. 18 games.
On 1st down, Howell. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Let's go.
Watch the roll.
Yep. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Ready.
Miller throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fleming. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
From the gun, Miller flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off the play fake. Powell. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack, but see how they attack him here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Parker, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Here's Miller on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, Miller. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Yeah. I got motion. Hey, go.
Now Miller to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Looking to throw. Miller nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. This is caught. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go. Set. Dirty base. Let's go. Delta.
Miller operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Texans, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA.